Mulligan. My opponent also mulls to 6. Keep this on the draw on the mull to 6. I think I'm gonna go to 5. Yes, a very good 5. Just gonna keep 3 lands, Chalice, Bloodsun, I think. Okay, so Bloodsun good in this matchup, Chalice less so. I think I'll go ahead and play it on 0, even though there's like almost no chance they play it next turn. Or, you know, packed next turn. They pass back. So do we. I have found Titan to be a good matchup. Oh, they're missing their land drop. That's good for me. Yeah, this does mean they're bounce lands and they're untapped, but turns off a lot of their stuff. Their hand seems to be pretty flooded too. Let me awaken away the Flagstones and the Bloodsun here, I think. Cool, cool, cool. All coming together. Alright, untapped Simic Growth Chamber is pretty good. Okay, Karn is really good too. Karn is terrifying. They plus with the Karn. So they must have Pact in their hand. So we'll play the Chalice again, I think. Just eat that Karn activation next turn. And is there any chance I want to dig for Solitude here? I think I'll wait. 52 days means 52 more trophies. We would break the all-time trophy record if we did. Okay, I mean, okay, this is fine since they have the we have the Bloodsun in play, or at least it's, you know, could be fine. Dig for Ice for bounce land maybe. Yeah. Where were you 20 seconds ago? Yeah, I think that would have been good. We'll just see what we get now. Yeah, there's some merit to like seeing what their turn is and then having like more information on the Deluge. Yeah, not quite fast enough. It's fine. It's my fault, obviously. This Karn is pretty scary. Although, like, keeping it at bay with just, like, the +1s has been kind of nice for now. I could maybe get to Teferi minus on it. I could, like, find Solitude, just Solitude the Titan. Oh, what colors is this again? Solitude the Titan. Okay. Take the Awakening, and then... I imagine any of these cards that I take, I'm going to Awakening away, with maybe the exception of Ending. I could Ending the Karn, actually. Could Ending the Karn. That is a great draw. So yeah, so I think we're just going to plus. Okay, it's all coming together. Yeah, so I think we're going to go Ending on Karn, Solitude, Awakening. So I can tap this for green, and then tap this for red, and then I could still have these 3 colors to cast the Ending, Solitude on their turn, so I can cast the Awakening first in case this changes my rest of turn. Fury, I don't think I can Ending X equals 4 and cast Fury. I'm a little short. I can cycle the Triome. Try to find a red card. I know I should cycle first, but like with the floating mana, I'm kind of scared that I'm gonna tap wrong, and I think I'm committed to this anyways. Okay, we did find the red card, so I think I'll Fury the Dryad, Solitude, the Titan, and wow, what a turn, huh? I love this deck. I guess there's not really a reason to do it now. I guess I could do it in upkeep. Maybe now is... I guess they could theoretically have Pact of Negation. I got Pact of Negation the other day, and it really did throw me off. But I guess if I was going to play around Pact, I should have probably main phased. Yeah, that turn was definitely a good... I would pick that 30 seconds if I was going to air a commercial for the deck. This is definitely a big part of what I like about the deck, is it's like almost no matter what position you're in, Like, it always feels like you have the chance for a comeback, which is really fun. And I think like this like really high power level, these really high power level turns do make up for the lack in consistency that you get compared to other control decks. But obviously there's a lot of nuance, there's a lot of ins and outs to the case. Yeah, casting Awakening is like I think one of the most difficult things to do. Like holding lands for Awakening, knowing like what cards to put away, when to cast it, but I've played a lot of this deck, and I've become, I think, pretty in tune with the Awakening. Oh. Could probably beat that. They get a Walking Ballista, which... for 3, which can't kill my Teferi. They just kill my Solitude immediately. I could minus on the card, cast Deluge. Let's just cast the Deluge first, I suppose. If I find Cryptic, I don't need to deal with the card. Cool. How scary is this? I guess I could take Lotus Field. I could take Lotus Field. And then cast the other Teferi, minus on the card. And then, I guess they could use their Ballista to kill my Teferi, though. So I could just take Ending Cryptic. The Deluge is pretty exciting, too. I kind of just want to ignore the Ballista, to be honest. 1, 2... They can activate it 3 times, maybe. Yeah, let's just take Cryptic, Deluge. I think we can just generally ignore them here. Enablis is good. Yeah, I mean, I know that it's good. We had nothing but good options there. But I think that I can afford to just go a little bit over the top here, especially because they can't even Cavern of Souls me because I have Blood Sun. Yeah, we didn't activate Teferi yet. We're deciding on Teferi minus or Teferi plus. I really feel like Teferi plus, just hold up Cryptic Deluge this is the way to go. X equals 3. Time to lose to Ballista. I think we can beat the Ballista. I think we can beat the Ballista. It's a pretty good draw, huh? Does Bloodsun stop Cavern choosing a type, but not if it's already in play? Yeah, so yeah, whichever comes in first wins. So if Cavern comes in play first, it still keeps the ability, but Bloodsun stops it from being able to choose the ability. It's definitely a weird interaction. So they can kill my Solitude, which is fine. Is that a good draw? Is that a good draw? They're all good draws. If you're interested in a deck guide for this deck too, I just put one out on CFB. I'm gonna hold the Flagstones for another Awakening. Yeah, we're in garbage time. I think that's worth throwing a Cryptic at. Could be bad if they have third card, I don't know. I think we'd be fine anyways. So I was bringing in Ragavans in this matchup, and I kind of decided I wasn't actually like that big a fan of that plan. Like largely because of Grazer. I looked up for a guide on CFB. How's the video? Was there a write-up too? The write-up I think was posted after the video. I retweeted a link to it, so you could look on the Twitter and find it. Type !Twitter and find it there. Hand's pretty slow. Probably gonna take a mulligan here. Do they not board out Grazer this matchup? Not when I bring in Ragavan. I don't know. It's just like somehow they just will it to their hand, you know. Is Force of Fury good against the amount of cards they have? Yeah, actually, I probably should have actually played some Forces because of Karn. I was just kind of sideboarding as if like they were regular Amulet Titan without Karn and autopiloted a little bit there, honestly. Hey, Kodal. Hope you have a good day, too. Okay, I was definitely hoping to ending the an amulet. Didn't get the opportunity to so far. Iadablo. I think that's saying your name close to right, maybe. Thank you for your Twitch Prime subscription. Appreciate ya. Zeusa. Okay, I think I need to find a Blood Sun pretty badly, so I'm probably going to cast the Awakening this turn, and then try to go Awakening, find Blood Sun into Blood Sun Lotus Field, you know. I'd ideally also like to keep the Solitude, but if they don't play anything for me to Solitude, I'm just going to wheel these 4 cards away to give myself the highest chances of Blood Sunning, I think. Although, might be a little late. We'll see what happens. Okay. We have 5 looks at the Blood Sun. Ergonomic, thank you for the gifted sub. Obviously, we have other cards too, you know. 2 free. Make a token in response. Kill the Saga. Hopefully they can't kill this in response to the trigger. Cool. Do you think 1 or 2 bounce lands yourself? Don't play bounce lands in your Lotus Field deck. There's a really big tension there. Someone suggested maybe like trying to look at playing a deck with Blood Sun and bounce lands together and not Lotus Field. There might be something to explore there. But there is a huge amount of tension between bounce lands and Lotus Field. But again, you could explore that other idea pretty possibly. What is their hand? They're just not doing anything. Weird one to see and resolves. They only have 1 card in their hand. It's like maybe a bit of a spew to cast this. I think we'll be okay. Yeah, looks like we were okay. That's a little bit of a spew every once in a while, huh? Oh, I was definitely supposed to tap. I was definitely supposed to tap the cavern. Okay. Whoops. I was 100% supposed to tap cavern. Whoopsie daisies. I think I'll keep cycling here. Just keep cycling. Okay, this turn I'll tap the cavern, keep up Cryptic. Just keep cycling. We have all 4 Lotus Fields in play. Base Wizard, thank you for 4 months. Appreciate ya. Good username. Kaheera? Well, the problem with Kaheera is if we draw, like, a Deluge, we can't cast it if we put Kaheera in our hand. It doesn't feel like a really high priority to me, you know? Might do it this turn now that, you know, we have this -1 mana Teferi. Probably have enough mana, huh? Alright, garbage time. So it's good if we draw a land off the top, but I'll mulligan. Have to keep this. Not a good hand, though. Put back the Fury, I think. Okay, we have Prismatic Ending for the Needle. Let's see if they know the name Teferi. They named Goblin Charbelcher, which is pretty funny. I think I'll play the Awakening. Well, I might want to cast it. No, I'll play it because we can go Lotus Field into untap Seachrome Coast. This also gives us out to draw Blood Sun to cast, you know, to play Lotus Field untapped. Not sure exactly what they're doing over there. Yeah, I think that them naming Charbelcher was like correct, but I'm glad they didn't know what was up. Okay, we're playing against the person that suggested Deadly Dispute, I guess. So funny. Chalice on 1. I don't know why that's so funny to me. If were maybe. I don't know what they're getting. They get Portable Hole for the Chalice. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it could be Lantern. It could be, you know, Thopter Sword. It could be a few different decks, of course. They don't necessarily look like a Lantern mana base, but yeah. Oh, I was probably supposed to exile that in response to the ETB. Although, I might want to ending the token and then Solitude, like pitch Kaheera if I miss a land. Yeah. Well, not a ton of value there, but one nice thing about this deck is like you do just have like such an overwhelming late game that's okay to, you know, 2 or 3 for 1 yourself in spots like this. Sometimes. Sword of the Meek, pass, land. See if they have any counter magic. They have 4 cards in their hand. How often Kaheera gets pitched? Pretty often, I'd say. You also cast it like a surprising amount of time. Sometimes you also put it in your hand and then Valakut Awakening it away. I feel like I can... Wait, can I beat Thopter Sword? I mean, I have to remove the Thopter Foundry. I have to draw like an ending. I have to like Fury a bunch of tokens. It's not going to be easy. I do get to untap with Teferi if they don't, you know. They have 4 points of power to attack with Teferi this turn. Do you have any more plans for the band series? Not really. There's not really any other card I'm too interested in covering right now. So they didn't select the treasure to make a Thopter. Alright, it's Fairy Plus. Blood Sun. Yeah, we had a really rough mulligan. It's okay. This matchup is probably fine. I think I'm just cycling here. I don't think I think trying to save Teferi this turn is a futile effort. But maybe we can like cycle into a Cryptic and use that to go Teferi, Cryptic tap. I think eventually exile the Foundry and then draw an overwhelming amount of cards and like Fury a bunch of Thopters to get out of there. Morning Sanchez. Why doesn't Blood Sun turn up Flagstones? It does, yeah, it does. But like, Lotus Field is like just like not playable without Flagstones, in my opinion. You just don't always have Blood Sun in play. They just time sieve here. Maybe. They have to put Time Sieve into play. They have to have Time Sieve in their deck. Okay, that is kind of step one, huh? And so yeah, step one is ending the... Well, you're ending the Foundry, and we have to draw, like, Cryptic off the Teferi, and then we also have to, like, find more stuff, but we have to find Cryptic here, which we did not do. So I think we're just dead. Ending here, then they can make 6 tokens. And I can Solitude the one with the sword. I think I'm dead. We'll see if I miscounted. Just do this real quick. Yeah, they might not sack the treasure. Yeah, if they don't sack the treasure, I'm technically alive, but they do. Okay. Right. Game 2. I want the Wear Tears for sure. I want the Nexus too. I don't want these Furies very much. They do kill Urza. I feel like the instant speed removal is probably a bit better. Gloom, thank you 15 months. Appreciate you, buddy. Had a compliment on the titles today. Play Rip here. Well, Rip is good against Thopter Sword only, but it also turns off My Deluges, which are really good. We've got other answers to Thopter Sword. I'm not sure that I want it. I think I might play like 1 Fury. I just play Fire Ice. Is Chalice? Chalice is probably fine. Yeah, maybe I'll just keep the Fire Ices in. Yeah, I've got other answers to the Thopter Sword combo with the Prismatic Ending, Wear Tears, and like I think turning off my Deluges in this matchup is really relevant. Force of Negation better Rip. Yeah, I don't think Force is like that good though. It's okay. What do they have for blocking Monkey? Well, I mean that's the one thing we're not sure about. Like they could have like Esper Sentinel. They could have a lot of cheap creatures, and they also might be like quite cold to Monkey on the play, but it's kind of hard to make that read. Because their deck is weird, right? We'll get to resolve Blood Sun, which is nice. Deadly Dispute, sacking Thopter Foundry, make a treasure. This card has not seemed, I don't know. It's fine, I guess. I feel like I haven't been that impressed by it yet. Cool, they can't sack their fetch, which is great for me. Can work for 2. Right with the Herald deck, we went 2-1 drop. I don't know. I feel like there's something there. Played against 4 color, and it was like pretty demoralizing, as it often is against 4 color, where you just like mulligan low, and then they draw perfect. It's just rough stuff sometimes. Bloodstone does not turn off filter lands. Alright, so they get to Spellbomb My Deluge, which is, you know, a good exchange for them. Another good exchange for me, though. I'm gonna, I think, put back everything but the Wear Tear. Wear Tear is probably fine to put back too, but I think I'll hold on to it for now. Okay, there's a Lotus Field. Now I'm really wishing I put back the Wear Tear. Okay. Paid off with another Deluge. I can just pass here, I think. No one was playing Thopter Foundry, suddenly it's a thing. Is it a thing? I know we're playing against it right now. But, I don't know that that makes it a thing, necessarily. Take Deluge, Lotus Field. Alright, so let's Awakening away these 4 cards. See 5 new ones. Kind of like Chalice on 1 into ice them on their upkeep, hold up Cryptic. Seems like a dang good turn, huh? So they're going to work for 1. I think I should counter this because I have 2 copies of Memory Deluge in my yard. If they're able to get another Nile Spellbomb, I might lose out on a lot of value there. Alright, our Sideboard's plan seemed fine. I'm more interested in Force of Negation on the draw. So maybe we can go -1 Fire Ice, -1 Fury to play 2 forces. Don't think I want the full 3. Yeah, you can't play less than 4 Awakening. Card really is that important. Ragdown an option? Well, obviously it's an option. It's just not an option I think I'm taking. Keep this. Yeah, like I especially. Oh wait, I meant to play the Valakut Awakening. Sorry. Especially on the draw though. I'm not like super into Ragavan. Obviously, it has a really high upside. Also, I'm also not sure what I would want to cut. I think I main phase this so they can't whir off of it and they can't make a token. Jamming this, I guess, could get countered. Yeah. I think it was still fine to jam there. Our next turn's probably not going to be that good unless we draw an untapped lands. Let's see what they have. Just a Sword of the Meek, 3 cards in their hand. Kaheera, to me! Alright, they have 1 turn to punish me. We'll see if they do. When I should brew the deck, did I consider Awakening as a good inclusion, or is that something I learned later? I can't remember if it was initially in the list or not. I think it was not in the very first versions. Maybe somebody could remember the lore for me, but I'm not 100%. I think that it was a later inclusion, but like maybe in like draft 1.2 or something like that. Because this was initially like built from a historic deck that I brewed that I played at a PT. Was like the inspiration where I was playing Teferi, Lotus Field, Uro Tails End in historic for a PT. I did pretty well there, and I just wanted to see about porting it to modern. And I felt like Bloodstone Flagstones was a good place to be. If your call was a 2 of, I know it was. I know. Like I went up as time went on, but I don't think that I think in the very first list it was not more than it was not in the deck. I think it was like a 2 of, then a 3 of, then a 4 of, and stayed a 4 of. They have Third Rebuke. Third Rebuke would be pretty sick. Counterspell, sure. Same thing, I guess. They have 1 card in their hands. Equipping. I think I wait here. I could like try to deluge, untap land, prismatic ending the sword. Flooded Strand. Not the scariest. I'm gonna cast the Memory Deluge here. Maybe this will resolve. Jeez. Maybe ending the token last turn. Pretty good top deck, huh? So this spot, you don't want to sack your Valakut Stoneforge so that you could potentially bounce it with Cryptic Command. Which which is always a really fun line. I think I jammed it. Yeah, I jammed this here. Ended up working out, which is nice. I think I'd take Force Lotus Field, so I'm gonna have Cryptic plus Force Up. Or Flashback Deluge. Don't want to Ending the Sword. When I cast the Ending, I only had 6 mana, and I needed to kill both creatures in order to keep my Teferi around. No Companion. I think I'm going to mulligan this. Definitely close. Okay, let's keep this one and put back the second Canal. So that if we draw a land, we can play that. And if we draw a spell, maybe we could pitch Awakening to Fury. Why would you play this deck over something like Blue-White Control? It is much more powerful than Blue-White Control. Obviously, like you've seen these turns, or maybe you've seen some of these turns, right? Where you're just so much more powerful than Blue-White. You have these crazy, absurd, over-the-top turns. You're also less consistent than Blue-White Control, but in Magic, you're always making deck-building decisions that are, based on an axis of consistency versus power level. And in my opinion, the amount of power you get from playing this deck does compensate for the lack of consistency. That's kind of for you to decide. But that's why you would play this deck. So we already beat Titan once this league. We'll see if we get him this time. Yeah, I gotta play Chalice on 0 here. Which sometimes just gets him. Yeah, you can make that change, David. I think that's an okay change. So I'll play this to have outs to draw Blood Sun next turn, I think. I'll also put Kaheera in my hand next turn for a white card for Solitude. No, Dryad is nice. Yeah, so let's go Kaheera in hand this turn. Then next turn we get Lotus Field. The next turn we get Teferi, which is really slow. But at least the Solitude will be nice. Yeah, Blood Sun best draw by a lot. Okay, Cryptic punishes me for putting Kaheera in my hand last turn. It is nice that I think I'm going to sack the Valakut Stoneforge this turn for just better mana. I don't think I'm going to bounce it this game. Man, I thought I was saying something. I can't remember. Okay, make it float a mana. So here's something I do a lot in this spot is I like to F6. I like to F6 and then hover my finger over turn off auto yields, so that my opponent, when they cast their Titan, thinks that I'm F6 and they get a haste land and I get to Solitude them. Because if they think I'm F6, they're more likely to just get haste land here, as opposed to like Simic Growth Chamber, Tolaria West. But they got this anyways. You can also stop at beginning of combat. What do you click to do that? Just turn off your stops. Okay, that might be better, yeah. Damn it. 2 Titans. What are you gonna do? Well, TOS can still get lands. Smash you can see, but this game is not over. Next turn I get to go Solitude one of these 2 Titans into untap Teferi Cryptic tap. Does tier 2 subscribe come with deck? No, I'm sorry. I'm not really into the whole negotiate for deck thing. I haven't set out. It's $10 or 2 gifted subs or the channel points. That's it. There's no negotiating. Chalice and 0 is also pretty relevant here. I think we're dead. We are not dead. Well, we're behind for sure, but this game is not over. They're also playing Battlements, not the Double Strike land too. Yeah, and even if they double strike me, I'd take 15. I'm not dead. Right? What am I missing here? What about tech decks? Wait, what did they get? They got Valakut, T-West, I see. Manga, thank you for tier 1, appreciate you. Woo! Alright, that's the W for us, huh? That's the big W. Wait, they just have another Titan in their hand? Okay, I do get to go counter tab. This is another big W. They only have one Titan left in their deck. Plays Forest. Explore. Counterbounce may be better. I don't think so, because then they get another ETB. I think I'm gonna cast Deluge here. So I guess I take Cryptic, second Fury, and I can Cryptic tap again this turn. 4, 5, 6. Play this tapped. What are they packed with Titan in hand? Dryad? Yeah, they're looking for Dryad. Yeah, to think they could have gotten Cavern of Souls instead. Whew. That would have been pretty bad, huh? Okay, that's a good draw. In chat wanted me to concede this game. I will admit it didn't look great though. Things were certainly dire. So I can Solitude, untap 4, 5, 6. So I can't quite Solitude and Flashback Deluge. I think I'm actually gonna just get rid of these. Ding 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 ding. I guess I just Cryptic again though. Well, I suppose I don't need to because I have Bloodsun in play actually. I could just Solitude. Why not Double Fury? I kind of feel like this is better. Like we got to see so many new cards, you know, including like finding Bloodsun feel pretty important too. Tech for Vox, Bruce always inspired. Oh, not just in much. Always inspired me to try out stuff. Love the content. Thank you, Vox. If you have a deck tech, let me know. But I do appreciate the support. And this was my sideboard plan earlier. Oh, you do one. Okay, cool. That's fine. Let's submit this. I didn't see Karn. Esper Unearth. Okay. You have way too many 3-drops. You cannot play 12, 15 3-drops in your 20 land deck. You have way too many 3-drops. I also don't think Dorothea is very good. It looks really fun. I wouldn't play it in this deck. Enters the battlefield, draw a card, then discard a card. Whenever you discard a spirit card or card with Disturb, put a 1/1 counter. Yeah, you only have 6 cards that trigger this. I guess, I mean, it looting is kind of cool. I mean, I obviously built an Esper Unearth deck a while ago. I felt like Lurrus Bauble was like really valuable. Bauble's also like, Bauble's really good with Mentor. Bauble and Unearth is really good in a Lurrus Bauble deck. Like, I feel like that's a better shell. I wouldn't play Can't Stay Away. I think you just want Unearth. Snapcaster is probably a card you also want in this deck. You also have like no interaction at all here, which is a huge problem. Oh man, this hand's so good if we just have, like, this is just another land. They have the mulligan. This hand is not very good against Titan, I think. Might mulligan this too. That you just have, you have no interaction in your deck, which is a huge problem. Let's go to 5. Okay, can keep this. Gonna be in on the wear tears being good. Okay. Not the worst draw. If we could draw a red source, we get to kill this. Then maybe slam a blood sun. Maybe they play a saga, I get to kill it. Maybe they play a dryad. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen. I built Esper on Earth with Mentor. I would recommend that list. But like the big issues here, you have way too many 3s. You have way too little interaction, and you're playing a lot of cards I would generally deem to be underpowered. Are the issues, and so there's a lot to reconcile here. Those are my general thoughts. Okay, didn't draw the red source, unfortunately. It would have been really good this turn. But maybe they like play Saga and then I get to draw the red source and get paid off. Do you ever start an 0-1 and go 4-0 and feel really dumb for not dropping? No. No, I mean, like, that's just like gambler's fallacy, hindsight bias. It's also like if you drop at 0-1, your timeline is different, probably. Okay, so I'll take a draw step, so if I draw a red, I can fuse, I think. Yeah, because if I draw a red, I would rather fuse this next turn than play the Blood Sun. What interaction do you think would be best for deck? Just straight push. You need some amount of discard spells or counter spells. You need to pick one, either counter spells or discard spells, and play those, because otherwise you can never beat combo big mana control. When I say interaction, I don't just mean creature removal, because you're going to be weak to a huge array of decks. I think my opponent messed up if they have Titan in their hand. No, maybe not. Third Dryad, okay. You got your Dryads. There's Growth Chamber mystery card. If they have a Titan as one of those mystery cards, they do get to play it. I'm going to Deluge this turn. Alright, they're bouncing, huh? We might have to, like, Deluge into Solitude white card or something. Might have to be when the game 3 on the play. I didn't bring in the forces, right? Yeah. If we find Solitude white card, we could get there. Us not drawing red mana really hurt us here. Probably win this game. If this goes to game 3, I think you meant to cut the second Chalice. Well, I don't know. Chalice is pretty good. I think I'm starting to rate it higher than I have in the past. So they transmute immediately for another Summoner's Pact. They haste. So if I am dead if I don't find Solitude white card. Free for the bean, you say. Out of frying pan into the fire. They have to pay for Pact next turn, so I think we have a... Or they also get to deal me 6, though, with the bounce lands. Okay. So next turn I can play Blood Sun. I'm going to cast this main phase. If I find Lotus Field, I might play the field this turn, or maybe I'd wait after the Blood Sun. Okay, not a lot of choices here. Okay, so they pay for Pact. They can deal me 6... and 8 total down to 4. right? Oh no, they bounced the T-West. Sorry, their hand is Summon Respect. They might not have the bounce land in their hand because they bounced the T-West. They're gonna Summon Respect, mystery card after their draw step. Just play Bloodstone. Yeah, I would have slammed Bloodstone if I had it. Okay, they're pacting. Okay, they have the bounce land. We're done. Game 3. Yeah, rough mold to 5 for sure. Okay, on the plate. 4 mana Swords of Plowshares with flashback. Hey Fran, how's it going? 1 rag for 1 Chalice. Well, you lose Kaheera if you bring in 1 Ragavan. Still no red mana. We do have, you know, we could kill a turn 1 Saga, which they do lead on a lot. And then we also have Ice on turn 2, so I will keep. T-West. Yeah, trophy race is really back and forth. I really want to be ahead. I haven't been like a full trophy ahead of tutors this entire time. Yeah, Cryptic or Deluge up next turn, which feels pretty good. I'm going to leave up the Wear Tear here instead of putting Kaheera into my hand. Although Kaheera in the hand has value with the Solitude, of course. Rewarded. Saga, or Dryad. Saga or Dryad. Let's go. What are decks with a good matchup against Money Pile? This deck has a really good Money Pile matchup. Please play a Dryad. Please play a Dryad. I guess I know I could have killed the Amulet before this, but... Okay, so no Dryad. Not a bad pickup. We're kind of cold to Cavern of Souls, though. Kind of brutal to get punished so hard by 2 Explorers. I feel like it's really fine to like not kill the Amulet that aggressively, except if they have exactly 2 Explorers, you know. Is what it is. I think we're still pretty ahead here. We'll see. Could have also like upkeep Bounce Growth Chamber or something. Kind of bad against Dryad or Zeus though to do that. There it is. Bummer. Happy enough to just throw a Cryptic at that, I think. Okay. They didn't play another land, but if they had, they would have gotten a Valakut trigger. I know this is a play around Cavern. They didn't have Cavern last turn. Yeah, if they were playing around Wear Tear there, which looked like they were, then yeah, good play. Alright, would love to find a Blood Sun Lotus Field off this Deluge. That would be perfect. Kill the Saga, hold up Cryptic. Okay, Lotus Field to Teferi. Cryptic, maybe, over to Teferi? I think I'll take the Cryptic. Let's freaking go. Just rip the sun. Thanks, Simon. Thank you, Simon. Ding, 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 ding.
What's up? It's me, your friend, Aspiring Spike.
Owl Gator, thank you for Twitch Prime. Appreciate you. Ragavan are for like Tron combo control. I used to bring it against Titan, but I don't usually now because I just feel like I always lose to Grazer. Alright, good hand, good hand. Keep this. Would be really good on the play. Chalice on 2, maybe Bloodsun on 3, maybe Lotus Field, sack the Flagstones. Tinky, thank you for tour 1, appreciate you. Tinky Winky. Happy birthday, Funder. Concealed Courtyard Underworld Cookbook. Okay, so I played this Chalice on 0 to stop Asmo. I have another Chalice for 1 next turn. The third Chalice I feel like has been pretty good today, I don't know. Or Lantern? Yeah, I guess Lantern does play, like, you know, 1 random cookbook. I actually kind of, like, dislike the cookbook and Lantern, to be honest. Reanimator. Reanimator, I hardly know her. They have Archon in their hand? Hopefully not. They do. So land for Bloodsun would be pretty good. Then we can Cryptic bounce this. Okay. I think they missed that. Oh, Saga. Yeah, land for Bloodsun. Turn off Saga, please. Come on. Land. Oh, Markgrave is pretty scary too. They were 1 mana away from the Priest. Their draw was pretty good, huh? Oh, they get Daredevil? A deal. Why would you get Daredevil there? I guess you want to get. I guess you have the Saga, so you're making big tokens. I guess that's fine. I think we're gonna win. We'll see. I don't want to count my chickens too much. It's 5 mana to get this back. I guess if they have, like, you know, persist Archon in their hand, we're gonna get got. Okay, so now we actually get to go ending on their cookbook to stop them from rediscarding their Archon. Thunder Striker, 7 months. Good to see you in chat, buddy. Yeah, playing 4 Cryptic Commands and winning, huh? How many chickens do I have? I don't want to count them. Terrified to count them. No, they're not playing my list. I wasn't playing any priest, was I? They're playing something similar, but I wasn't playing priest, so this is, you know, their take. I'm unstoppable! I can't believe we beat that hand. Let's go. These draws, man, I know. Let's freaking go. Maybe I'll just play 2 Force. Yeah, and I cut a Deluge because I bring in the rest in pieces. I think Teferi 5 is the most conceded 2 card in the game. Maybe, yeah. Maybe Living End. Are we very soft to priests? I have Prismatic Ending, rest in peace. Servi, 8 months, appreciate you. Way better player than me. I mean, I think I had to draw the untapped land that turn to win that game, for whatever that's worth. I think I'll ending the cookbook. It's kind of close, to be honest. Might strain an Asmo in their hands. Bad matchup. You know, one nice thing about this deck is that it's like really, really powerful. It can beat most things. But I would say that you mostly don't want to see, like, spell-based combo decks, like Belcher. Twiddle Storm is also a nightmare matchup, too, because they have, they have their own Lotus Fields. Yeah, kind of a nightmare. think I'm supposed to Solitude this and not the Archon. It's definitely riskier, but I think if they had Persist, they would have jammed Persist there. Played against Mill. I played against Mill, yeah. Mill's, I don't think, a good matchup. Oh, okay, second Priest. Let's see what we draw. This is just how you get trophies. You just rip the right card, you know. Yeah, their hands have also been really good for sure. But our top decks have been like we just, you know, vampiric tutored. Okay, well, fair enough, I guess. Right on time, huh? Right on time. I think I'm discarding the Rest in Peace. They have 5 cards in their hand, too. They're not gonna Umrak Grave persist me, are they? Archon of Cruelty. Sorry, or Ashen Rider. Okay. And that's how you don't get trophies, huh? Kind of tempted by Ragavan on the play. No, they got Asmo. No. Alright, let's resubmit, huh? I think I like our sideboard plan. We're on the play. Maybe they won't draw as hot for game 3. Okay, this is a good hand. This is a good hand. Answer to an Archon, answer to Sagas. Blood Sun's important just in general. It's 4-color, you undeck a bad matchup. It's actually one of your best matchups. You go over the top of them really, like, without too much difficulty, and they don't have a lot of like super meaningful interaction against you, and they also don't have a very fast clock. The matchup's pretty good. Okay, we're somewhat resilient to Thoughtseize. They probably take my Solitude though. Chalice, neither Tesla nor really useful. I think Chalice is good against them. Maybe I'm wrong. How's the Living End matchup? Bad, probably. I don't know that I've played it. I mean, if you just have Thoughtseize into Umrak Graved into Archon and we just don't have anything, good beats, I guess. Could be Priest. Ah, these draws. What am I supposed to do? Thoughtseize my Solitude. 7 cards. Umrak Grave Persist. Why can't I draw like this with Reanimator? All 3 games too. Their draws have been. Jeez, it's devastating. What am I supposed to do? Take the L, I guess. Okay. We have one more draw. We go to 1. Robbie, thank you for the 7 months. Appreciate you. We can draw Cryptic Command, Teferi Hero, Solitude. That's really it. Yeah, just minutes ago, I thought we had Indestructible too. They discarded a Priest, so that's bad. It's even like a lethal attacker. What happened, man? What happened? Ugh. My invincible star wore off, I guess. Alright, let's play one more with Lotus Field.